Good morning, everyone.
Yes.
Welcome to English class with teacher Munira. Hi, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are having a fantastic day today. Our lesson for today is Unit 9, A Heart of Gold. If you have your textbook with you, turn to page 83. Now, let's take a look at this. This is a poster about a cupcake eating contest. The venue will be at the community hall in Kajang, Selangor. The date is on the 20th May 2021 and the time is at 9 a.m. in the morning. Okay, now there are 3 categories, which are the first one is the bronze. This one is for the participants between the age of 7 to 11 years old. The second category will be silver, participant of the age of 12 until 15 years old. And then the last category will be the gold, for the participants between the age of 16 until 18 years old. So there will be an entry fee, which is RM10. Okay, and the prizes will be, the first prize will receive RM 150 ringgit. The second prize will receive RM 100. And the third prize will receive RM 50 ringgit. This is a fundraising event because all proceeds will be donated to Mercy Orphanage. Don't miss the opportunity to donate to the needy. For more information, visit www.serakids.com.my. Okay, so based on this poster, would you join the contest? Why? Okay, kalau kita tengok poster ni, awak teringin tak nak join contest itu? Cupcake eating contest, makan cupcake. Okay. Kalau awak teringin, kenapa? Maybe because you're a good eater, awak seorang pemakan yang bagus. Or maybe you just love cupcakes, so you can eat a lot of it. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so number 2, if you join the contest, how do you plan to win it? Okay, ni number 2 ni dia pasal strategi. Kalau awak join contest ni, cupcake eating contest ni, macam mana awak plan, awak punya strategi untuk menang? Contoh dia makan frosting dulu ke? Frosting tu dia punya krim dekat atas tu. Okay, makan frosting dulu ke? Cupcake kemudian tak pun hancurkan cupcake, mix dengan water ke? So dia boleh jadi senang nak telan. So it's up to you. Okay, it's your strategy. Okay, number 3, if you win, what would you do with the prize money? Kalau awak menang, awak nak buat apa dengan duit tu? Contohnya, memandangkan yang ni ialah fundraising event, iaitu satu event untuk kumpul dana untuk didermakan kepada Mercy Orphanage, rumah anak yatim Mercy. So, hadiah duit tu, okay, ni atas awak lah. Awak nak guna untuk awak ke, ataupun awak nak dermakan balik hadiah tu kepada Mercy Orphanage. Okay, up to you. What would you do with the prize money? Okay, so if you keep the money with you, what will you do with it? Okay, now let's take a look at this. Listen to the conversation between Kamini and the manager of Serakids. The manager: hello, Serakids. How can I help you? Hi, my name is Kamini. I would like to enter the cupcake eating contest. That's wonderful, Kamini. Have you visited our website? No, I haven't, but I would like to know more about the contest. Sure. What would you like to know? Can my sibling take part in the contest? Yes. The contest is divided into 3 categories: bronze, silver, and gold. Is there an entry fee? Yes. It's RM10 ringgit for each category. Can we donate the items to the orphanage? Definitely. You can donate either books or toys. The children would appreciate any additional contributions. Thank you. You're welcome. Don't forget to visit our website www.sarahkids.com.my. See you at the event. Okay, so this is the conversation between Kamini and the manager of Sarah Kids. So what is Kamini inquire about? Apa yang Kamini nak tahu? Dia nak tahu adik-beradik dia boleh join juga ke, dan juga dia nak tahu ada duit dia nak tahu kena bayar ke tak untuk event ni. Okay, selain tu dia juga nak tahu boleh ke dia dermakan anything lah, apa-apa ke rumah anak yatim tu. So the manager cakap kategori ada 3. So adik-beradik kami ni can join the contest. And also there will be RM10 entrance fee each. Okay, for each category. So katakan kami ni ada 3 orang adik. So the fee will be RM30. So katakan adik dia tu masuk kategori lain-lain. Okay, so can we donate items to the orphanage? Okay, manager cakap the orphanage require buku ataupun mainan, tapi kanak-kanak yatim piatu tu mereka they will appreciate any additional contributions. Okay, mereka gembira untuk menerima apa-apa sumbangan yang lain. Okay, tak semestinya buku ataupun mainan. Okay, now let's take a look at this. Complete the table with the information based on the conversation. Okay, we have discussed just now, right? Okay, so the contest. What is the name of this contest? Cupcake eating contest. Okay, so how many categories are there? 3, bronze, silver and gold. So what type of contribution can we give to the orphanage? Toys, book and money. Okay, how about the contact information? Okay, you can contact them through www.sarahkids.com.my. Okay, now let's talk. Should contests be used to promote charity events? Why? So, what do you think? Apa awak fikir? Perlu ke kalau kita gunakan pertandingan untuk mempromosikan event-event charity? Okay, kenapa? Pada pandangan teacher, kita boleh gunakan konteks pertandingan untuk promote charity event. Sebabnya, apabila kita buat pertandingan, dia akan menarik ramai minat orang ramai untuk masuk, untuk join pertandingan tu. Jadinya, apa profit yang dapat daripada hasil pertandingan tu, kita boleh dermakan kepada charity event. Okay. So, what are other ways to encourage people to donate to the less fortunate? Okay, apa lagi cara yang lain selain kita buat kontes? Okay, apa lagi? Contoh dia kita boleh guna campaign recycle. Okay, macam kita dah belajar sebelum ni kan, recycling. Okay, recycling apa-apa barang-barang kita, contoh pakaian ke, toys ke yang masih elok ya, kita boleh dermakan kepada orang yang kurang bernasib baik ini. Okay, so kalau kita buat campaign 3R, okay, recycle, campaign recycle, mana kita collect baju-baju yang elok lagi untuk digunakan. Lepas tu mesti ada orang ramai yang join the campaign. Okay, number 3. If you were the person in charge of Mercy Orphanage, how would you use the funds collected from the event? Okay, kalau awak ni CEO lah, orang yang in charge dekat rumah anak yatim Mercy ni, macam mana awak nak gunakan duit yang diterima, yang dikumpul daripada event tu? Okay, macam mana? Contoh dia belikan baju baru dekat anak-anak yatim, and then maybe belikan bekalan makanan, and maybe buat bayar yuran pelajaran diorang, like that. Okay, this is my opinion lah. Okay, so now let's take a look at Encik Hakimi. Encik Hakimi is making an announcement. Good morning, everyone. There will be a carnival to raise funds for the homeless and the less fortunate children on Saturday, 12 July from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Donations such as clothes, food, books, and cash money are welcome. Don't miss this opportunity to help the needy in Negeri Sembilan. Thank you. Okay, so this announcement is about, okay, dia nak bagi tahu ada carnival untuk to raise funds. Okay, untuk siapa? Untuk homeless dengan less fortunate children. Okay, so bila? On Saturday, 12 July. Dari pukul berapa? From 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So, apa yang mereka cari? Okay, so what kind of donations are they looking for? They are looking for donations such as pakaian, buku, makanan dan juga wang. Okay, so let's take a look at the vocabulary. Okay, the first one dekat poster awal tadi, dia cakap proceeds. Proceeds tu apa maksud dia? Profits. Proceeds tu maksud dia profit, keuntungan. Okay. All proceeds will be donated to the Mercy Orphanage. Segala keuntungan akan didermakan kepada rumah anak yatim Mercy. Okay, second one is needy. Needy tu maksud dia those in need, orang yang memerlukan. Okay. Orphanage, a housing for the orphans. Orphanage ni rumah anak yatim. Contributions. Contribution ni ialah donation, sumbangan maksud dia. Homeless. Okay, those who lost their homes. Okay, homeless ni orang-orang yang tidak ada rumah. Okay, orang yang tidak ada rumah lah. So, diorang kebanyakannya tidur bawah jambatan, tidur tepi jalan, tidur di kaki lima, di setir sempas, kalau awak tengok. Those are the homeless. Okay, last one is less fortunate. Those who has bad luck. Okay, less dia orang-orang yang tidak bernasib baik. Okay, so kalau fortunate, fortunate ni ialah orang yang bernasib baik. Kalau less fortunate, tidak bernasib baik. Okay, now let's take a look at this. The pupils of Sekolah Kebahasaan Tunas Cipta are distributing their donations to several towns in Negeri Sembilan. Look at the map and help Najmi and his team to go to Pedas. Okay, so this boy, he explains the direction for Najmi to go to Pedas. From where? Johor. Okay, let's take a look at where's the Johor? Okay, dekat belah kanan tu ada Johor. Okay, from Johor, turn left at the junction. Okay, turn left at the junction. Johor ni bawah sikit daripada junction tu kan. Okay, so dia pergi straight. Lepas tu jumpa junction, pergi kiri. And then go straight on. You will reach a T junction. Okay, T junction. Then turn right and go straight on again until you pass Rembau. Okay, pergi kanan, lepas tu straight je, lepas tu jumpa Rembau, pergi lagi straight, and then you will reach Pedas at the next junction in front of you. Okay, so kita akan sampai dekat Pedas, dekat junction kat depan sana tu ialah Pedas. Okay, so that's the direction. Okay, now the directions. Okay, directions ni ada macam-macam jenis. Okay, sekarang ni kita nak belajar yang basic. Okay, kita ada turn right, go straight, turn left. Okay, so jenis-jenis jalan yang ada, jenis-jenis simpang yang ada dekat Malaysia, dekat all over the world is, okay, kita tengok ni intersection. Intersection maksud dia persimpangan. Okay, biasanya kita panggil simpang 4. Kita kira berapa? Kalau ada 5 simpang, simpang 5. Okay, kalau 3 simpang, kalau 3 simpang dia jadi T junction. T junction ialah simpang 3. Sebab apa? Sebab kalau kita tengok molek dia bentuk T. Okay, now yang third one is roundabout. Roundabout. Tahulah bulatan kan? Roundabout. And then the fourth one will be corner. Corner ni selekor. Okay. And then last one will be fork. Okay. Fork ni bercabang. Okay. Okay, daripada sini nak pergi cabang mana? Cabang kanan ke cabang kiri? Awak pilih. Okay. So, this is your homework. Okay, your homework for today will be, you have to give directions from Sri Menanti to Seremban, okay, and then Johor to Pedas, and also Port Dickson to Labu, okay. You can refer to page 85, okay. This homework is, I've taken this from page 85, okay. I need you to do it in your comprehension book, okay. So direction Sri Menanti to Seremban. Where is Sri Menanti? Oh, to Sri Menanti. So Sri Menanti ni tu Seremban. Alah, straight je, senang je. Johor tu Pedas, dah ada dah tadi. Johor tu Pedas. Port Dickson tu Labu. Where's Port Dickson? Oh, there's Port Dickson. Pasal ada Labu, dekat je. My turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left je ni. Okay, so I think that's it from me. Thank you for your participation. Bye-bye.